And hello everybody, welcome to FFAOT Summer Exhibition. I think the audio's too loud right now. Welcome to FFAOT Summer Exhibition. I am your host Grogsy, and with me is supposed to be X-Base and Realmc, but once again, we can't get everyone here. Yeah, it is currently 6 UTC, and we're about to get our first match under the way. After this warm-up finishes off, it is going to be Babibelbleu going up against Metxyl in the round of 64 winners bracket, as it's supposed to be. Because, yeah, at the moment we are about to begin our roles. Sorry also if this is a very underrated. Epsilon Magyar is supposed to be staffing this match for our streamer, but they have fallen asleep, so I have to do things myself. But they just got done playing their warm-up, which was Shaku Saiyan from Babibelbleu, and that was the only warm-up, so let's go ahead and get them to roll. Also, chat is kind of fucked up, so this is the reason why we are not showing chat. I can't add ref myself because when I tried, it said I had too many refs, even though it was literally only me. So, happens to the best of us. But yeah, here's our lovely map pool. As you can clearly see, I guess if you could say that we could see it, we could just show chat real quick. Oh, it actually worked. What the fuck? Oh. And Babibelbleu is gonna roll a 4. That's not too good. That means probably Metxyl is probably going to take this for in the rolling aspect of everything. Metxyl is not responding at the moment. That's not good. Metxyl, are you alive? Or are you not? What's going on? Hey, that's a way for Metxyl to roll. This is the only match on the weekday. Our next match, I think, will be at 1 UTC on Saturday, so this is the only match coming around at the moment. But yeah, as we wait for Metxyl to roll, I actually don't know when they're gonna roll. That's bad. Here, I don't know why. And we have gotten Metxyl back. Yeah, that was inevitable. Dead honest. And yeah, Metxyl will win that role, meaning that they will either ban or protect first. And it looks like we're gonna have our first thing be a ban from Metxyl. No, not. It is going to be. It's gonna be we're gonna ban guys. I'm kidding. So from a player this caliber, and it's actually gonna be Hello Seattle before I say anything. Really surprising from a player like Metxyl. I think that. Now that I think of it, I haven't checked qualifier stats in a minute. And we're gonna look for Babby's Protect now. That will lead to their ban, and then Metxyl's protect, so... Because it looks like we're gonna have our time, because it took me like 3 minutes to load up ref client. That's why I was so scared that I wouldn't be able to ref this match. I was like breathing heavily. But yeah, they're gonna protect Marginal Frontier. And honestly, I'd say that's a pretty interesting ban. Oh no. Unfortunately, Marginal Frontier has been protected, and Metxyl is not like that. And Bingle Bangle is going to be banned actually from Babibelbleu. That is the AC-oriented map. I think it's because Babibelbleu can't exactly act with hidden. However, I'm not hidden flashlight, but I'm probably completely wrong. I don't hang around the that community that much, so don't exactly know the differences within both of them. But yeah, Rise to ban, interesting, but I'm not gonna point any fingers here. People could just even flashlight gaming. And Metxyl is going to protect Replica. And let's see what their first pick is going to be. Trust me, whenever we get to the actual thing, I'll probably go a bit more than just like talking about random shit. And also, this is the reason why we didn't do map pool showcase on this. Showcase you would have not have been able to see the map's coordinates at all. Like, it's kind of scary. Just look at it. And it looks like our first pick is going to be Ascension, coming from Metxyl. And I honestly don't know if this is going to be the best pick for them or the worst pick for them. But who knows, time will only tell. But yeah, our first map is going to be Ascension. And this map's going to be pretty interesting, I'd say. And both players are ready. I'm just going to wait until the music syncs up and we will get right in. Or not. And Happy Star has been thrown out and we are ready to get into our first match of this round and this match in general. First song of this match and round in general, so put your hands together for Babibelbleu and Metxyl. Starting at the moment, actually, Metxyl is currently winning the accuracy department, but of course with the difficulty of this map, this is subject to probably change at any moment. But anyways, Metxyl at the moment coming around with a 9.8. Meanwhile, Babby is climbing up to that same range. And this lead is getting pretty close. And it looks like Babby has taken the lead, but it's flashing back and forth. And it looks like everyone cannot hear the music. So you can hear shit now, okay, Neil? I think it's a bit too loud. Sorry. Anyways, this lead is really shifting around between both of them. Accuracies are staying close. And this is not the best thing you want to have at the moment. You want to be able to separate yourself from the other player's accuracy as much as you possibly can, but Metxyl and Babby are around. Okay, and there we go. Metxyl is dropping around to 99.5. Meanwhile, Babibelbleu is coming around 99.82. Metxyl and Babby not finding any drops just yet. I think they're both still 100%ing, but this map is not that long, so this is probably not going to change at all. Metxyl with 99.4 and Babibelbleu with a 99.7. And as we get into this break for a moment, halfway through the map, it looks like this lead is pretty prominent from Babibelbleu. Metxyl gonna have to catch up, hoping for a miss from Babby if they want to keep their run going. And I have also just realized I'm on warm-up mode. Don't worry about that. Anyways, Babibelbleu once again showing off his accuracy for flashlight. Pretty interesting accuracy to say the least. Metxyl is trying to keep up as we get approach the last fourth of the map. Metxyl is going to have to pray for a miss from Babibelbleu, as they're going to either have to gain a bunch of accuracy or they're going to actually have to hope for that one miss from him so they can keep themselves in this first map. But at this point, it's really just going to be due to Babby's misses. If Babby misses at any time, this could probably shift it, and Metxyl is going to have to gain more accuracy for that to actually happen. But as we approach the ending of the map, it looks like Babibelbleu is going to take this one and make it 1-0, unless if I'm going to call this on dibs and then Metxyl actually does FC and Babby finds a miss. But that does not look like it's going to happen, and our first point will go to Babibelbleu. Also, please ignore my terrible commentating right now. I am tired. It is 1 a.m. in the fucking morning. I risk my life for these other people just for good reasons, so smile for me at least. It, honestly. Anyways, yeah, first map will be taken by Babibelbleu, and it will be making 1-0. And immediate next pick is going to be Serotonin. Honestly, Rice is something that I think Babibelbleu is going to start going after now, especially after that very confident win they had just gotten. And with just the accuracy having to start, I think if Babby was possibly able to come back up at a way where Metxyl was able to, like, hold on, how can I explain this without like being like a total crackhead? So if Metxyl was able to maintain the accuracy he had before, I think it would probably way closer, but I think Babby would still took in the win. But of course, misses would probably flip this entire thing. And as we get ready for the next map, it is going to be Ascension, and no, not Ascension, Serotonin, and I almost forget to turn this shit on. And yeah, let's get into Rice 5? What the fuck was that? Okay. This lead is pretty shifty at the moment. Babby and Metxyl staying pretty close. Leads is shifting left and right, but it looks like it's going to stay in Metxyl at the start, as I believe Babby had hit a great, but Metxyl is going to hit a great as well, and that is not going to be too good for Metxyl at all, as Babby's going to take that lead right back from Metxyl. This is kind of the, if I'm correct, the techie pick in our map pool, so Babby and Metxyl are going to have some fun with these little tech parts. But at the moment, it looks like Metxyl with a 99.3 and Babibelbleu with a 99.4. These leads can probably shift at any moment if any miss comes around. But at the moment, as we approach this break for a slight moment, it looks like this lead is getting really close. And I think they hit the same accuracy there for a moment. Oh, but Babby's gonna find a miss. That miss is not good for Babby at all. And I think that could decide it if Metxyl does not find a miss. Or accuracy can, or maybe Babby can come back with accuracy, you never know. But yeah, I think that was probably a shit miss coming from Babby. He's going to have to hope that Metxyl finds a miss or drops a ton in accuracy, as this map is slowly coming to the last fourth of it, as Metxyl's lead is pretty prominent right now. I think about a 10 to like an 8k lead and ahead of Babby. But Metxyl is taking these sections to heart. But Babby is gaining accuracy, as you can see. Actually about to surpass Metxyl's accuracy, which is not too good for Metxyl at all. If any great comes around, I suggest that this could probably be the difference between life and death for Babby. But Metxyl is going to have to find a great. Will it happen? Will it happen? And I don't think it will. Unfortunately, Babby is going to lose this point, but of course it is not the end. It is just 1-1. That was a horrific miss to see right there. Did not expect that at all. That was just in the middle of a section that would have been perfected. Ratio is even better from Babby, but there was an 100 and a miss from Babby, which didn't decide it exactly how Babby would have intended it to. But anyways, yes, it is Metxyl's pick now. Let's see what they go for. With confidence here at the moment, I think Ellen is kind of Flashlight player's weakness. But my color drops thing, it is not exactly what I think. But anyways, they're gonna pick Replica, surprisingly. I think we've already learned to stay out of Replica's way. If it's rice that you don't want to get act out on, just don't go there. But of course, it is just the player's options, not mine. I can't force them to fucking take out. But anyways, yeah, MP Star is going to be thrown out, and let's get into our very own Rise 1. I almost forget to turn on gameplay again. What a great day. At the moment, as we're starting the map, Babibelbleu is going to have this lead, but it's actually shifting between the two like it has for the past two maps. But the accuracy from Metxyl not being on his side against Babby at the moment, as 99.9 to a 99.8 is pretty even for both of the players. But really, it's going to be based, this map's going to be pretty much based on accuracy, which would have been the same case if Rise 2 was not banned. Anyways, Metxyl and Babibelbleu are actually having a pretty good time on this map. Accuracy are getting a bit closer because Metxyl is making the effort, but Babby is able to take this and just push his way back up, as Metxyl is gonna have to gain more accuracy if they want to go ahead and come back up to Babby and challenge him in his accuracy department. But for now, I believe this is just going to be a winning cause for Babby. If a miss comes around like the past two times, then Babby will be losing his lead. But if Metxyl finds a miss, it is pretty much going to be somewhere in that GG book for them. Babby, though, is coming around the 9.87, and Metxyl dropping down to the 99.6. About to come back to 99.7 though, so not too scary at the moment. But it looks like Babby is losing accuracy of the 99.86 to 99.84. But I don't think it's going to really matter because Metxyl's decreasing accuracy as well is not benefiting him at all. And as we approach the end of this map, it looks like this will be a 2-1 for Babibelbleu. Unless my miss comes right now, hopefully it doesn't for Babibelbleu. Metxyl would really enjoy that if that did happen though. But this is pretty much a safe place to miss. If he wants to miss now, he can, but not encouraging it. Don't miss. Don't miss, please. Okay. Just making sure. Alrighty. And that will be 2-1 for Babibelbleu. A mistake that they had probably made previous song, which was Serotonin, was that they picked a bit too quickly. They overestimated what they wanted to go for, but it looks like an LN1 pick's going to come around, which I believe is a Protect by Babibelbleu. It seems like they're going to use their Protect up against Metxyl. And Metxyl is going on an uh-oh area because this is not good for a non-Elven player. So this is not going to be the funnest thing for them at all. And I will remember to put my house in gameplay this time. This map is our isn't it our density pick? I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm too tired. Yeah, Metxyl is not gonna have a great time with this map at all, and I'd see that Babby would probably have a good time with this because I think Ellen really is what they put most of their work into. But yeah, MP Star has been done out, and we will begin LN1. at the start, it looks like Ellen is a battling cause for Metxyl. As you can clearly see, 98 is a complete difference from what we've seen for the past 3 rice picks. And it looks like Metxyl is not going to have too much fun with this at all, as this gap is already a pretty prominent, not the best lead, but not like the worst lead we've seen so far. Metxyl is going to find a miss, and 2 actually. I think that was the second one though, as Babby is doing completely fine on this map. 99.7, Metxyl was a 97, 98.10. Like, accuracy is a complete difference from last time, which might be the fate of Metxyl on this map. You never know. He's going to have to pray for a couple misses from Babibelbleu. But at the moment, another miss from Metxyl. Not looking too good for Metxyl at all. Babibelbleu can probably like completely wipe out Metxyl in Ellen range, as we could see, which can probably be another hint for other players that will play Metxyl in the future. Just use Ellen against him. It's really not that hard. But another Mr. Metxyl from a second ago, and Babibelbleu's still FCing. Pretty interesting. But Metxyl is gonna have to make a very, very big comeback. I'm talking Babby's gonna have to miss a couple of notes, like just put his hands off the keyboard for a minute, stretch his hands, which I actually think he can do if he wanted to. Metxyl's gonna find another miss though, and I don't think Metxyl's gonna have a great time with this at all. This gap is, I think, about 60k, 7k, 70k difference between the two, which is not good for Metxyl at all. At this point, I think this is a lost cause, as Babby is pretty much overpowering Metxyl in all aspects. And I think as this map closes out, Babby's going to have this 3-1 match point against Metxyl. And Metxyl is missing again, and I think that's going to be over. 98k from Babibelbleu. Pretty interesting. That difference is pretty fucking big. I think that's a full like 100k difference we just reached at that point, which is going to bring us to match point between the two. Metxyl was luckily able to have an S, but 4 misses and 6 slider breaks, not too good for them at all on Ellen. Hopefully that they can get their Ellen status back up before the next round of 32, and whoever they face. Oh, I forgot to actually mention who they're going to face if they win these matches. I should have done that earlier. Fuck you, music. Let's see here. If Babibelbleu does win this match, which is going to be either way, if Metxyl makes a comeback or not, they will go against the winner of Magi Scourge versus Aspect of the Die, and I think Metxyl will go against the loser of that match. So, getting a pretty interesting cockpit for both of them. And it looks like either our last pick or our second last pick or whatever will be another rice pick. Of course, you got to learn to stay in hybrid or something, but I get it because the Ellen skill is not the best for Metxyl at all. And in a situation where match point is coming around, I don't think you exactly want to be anywhere in that range. And MP start has been thrown out, and we are going to get into what can be our final map or not, depending on the results. And it looks like I'm at panic risking. Help. Oh fuck. It does not look like it's loading. Okay, there we go. We're just getting back into the middle of this, and it looks like at the moment as we start, Metxyl is going to have this accuracy lead over Babibelbleu, but if we've seen from the past couple times, accuracy just flies back to Babby and trades between them both for a minute. And actually Babby with a 99.9, showing off that accuracy with flashlight. Metxyl is going to have an effort to stay in that 99.6. As long as they don't miss, they can maybe get the same situation as Rice 5, I think. Serotonin, where Babby just missed on a random note. And as this tech comes around, this accuracy from Metxyl is flying down to 99.3. Mabby is staying very prominent at 99.8 though, as it's going to 85 to 84, 85 to 84, down to 83 now. It's coming around both of them, as Metxyl is trying to make an attempt to come back from this tremendous drop from the start, but at the moment 99.26 not being the greatest accuracy for them at the moment. But Babibelbleu, however, come around with 99.7 now, coming down from the 99.8 and 99.6 now. That accuracy is getting a bit closer, but Metxyl is keeping these grades coming in, and that is going to drop to 99.04, maybe down to 98, and there you go, down to 98. Babby's lead at the moment, I think, is about 10k, 14k, somewhere around that. But it's going to, once again, have to rely on a miss or something from a third party to happen to get this lead back to Metxyl. But Metxyl is not looking too shabby on these maps at all. The only map they kind of look shabby on. They're going to reach 99, however, before I say anything else. At the moment, Babibelbleu is pretty much dominating over Metxyl at this point. I don't think Metxyl has really a chance to come back unless if a very dirty miss comes around from Babby. Maybe another shit miss from last time. Serotonin pretty much showed that shit misses can happen time to time. But Metxyl, however, is not having the best time with accuracy. But Metxyl is coming back up from this break session, down to 99.1, which could help the cause if a miss comes around now. And as we back into this speed in a second, there we go. Babby is down to 99.6, and Metxyl is actually gaining accuracy, surprisingly. Be able to keep consistency up against Babby. But this lead is getting pretty dirty, especially now. It has probably went up at this point to around 10k. Not 14k anymore, but 10k now. But at this point, I think it is a lost cause for Metxyl. If a bit of dirty misses come now from Babby, that could be something that will help Metxyl take this map. But at this point, it is like the end of the map. I don't think there's much more space for Metxyl. And it is over, I believe. 4-1. Babibelbleu is going to take this and move on to face Mad Eye Scorcher Aspect of the Die. Damn. Pretty proud of both players. F-ing all maps. Well, not all maps. I guess we have, for example, Serotonin for Babby and Marginal Frontier for Metxyl. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's really, you can't really do anything at this point against both of them. And it seems like we will be seeing Babibelbleu move on in the winners, into the winners round of 32. Fucking music. And yeah, that will really be it for now. Here at FFAOT. We do have some upcoming matches in a couple of days. So for our first match coming up at Saturday at 1 UTC will be Walmart 5193 going up against Stevens Bad Time. Following that will be Ufi XL versus Not Swagman. Shorkabillathon versus Amnesia. Envy going up against Trippy. Unitori going up against Lala. Warning O going against Kofanon. London versus Argong, and it is, I think, is Mr. Andres versus Zanharal. But yeah, I am Ben Krogsy, and this has been FFAOT's Summer Exhibition.